the fight's going to be boring as hell. Because any fight he's in is boring as hell.
Is a really good boxer?
He's a good boxer, but it's nothing that stands out to me. It's just, okay, you know how to move, boom, 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 but it's nothing like Tank or me or
like somebody got to stand out.
Like
like you're not just fighting
I see boxers all the time. I've been watching boxers my whole life. I know the ones that are different. He's not different. Shakur will do everything, not even to get like an ounce of hitting. Like he's scared to really lock in and get in there. Devin's not.
Shakur, that guy will put anybody to sleep outside the ring, not inside the ring, because he's the most boring fighter in the history of boxing. And they say whatever they want, they can hype him up and all that stuff, but I really feel bad for him because there's no way they could put him on pay-per-view. He can't sell a fight.
Boxing experts are sharing their views on a potential Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson matchup, with many expecting Shakur to lean on his footwork and defensive skills. Some critics dismiss his approach as dull and evasive, while supporters see it as a display of elite ring intelligence.
About the criticism that Shakur gets, like people say that he's
boring and all that.
he's not entertaining.
I mean, look, he's like an Andre Ward style. Andre Ward wasn't really that entertaining, but got the win. I mean, that's what boxing is all about. So I used to love watching Andre Ward fight because it was so punch perfect. I watched his footwork, how he moved to the right, to the left, and I trained with him as well, with Virgil. And I used to watch how he trained and how he fought, and I thought how he puts his hands down and uses it as a defense, and then pulls your hands down and catches you over the top, and them little things. So this is a fight that people get, because you got two different styles. You've got an offensive, defensive in Lopez, and you've got a defensive in
As the boxing community prepares for one of the most highly anticipated bouts of early 2026, the conversation has shifted beyond just the winner to focus on the way the matchup is likely to play out.
Explosiveness, I would have to go with Tio. When it comes to actual rapid speed, I would have to go with Tio. But when it comes to body punching, when it comes to good timing, when it comes to craft, I would have to give all of that to Shakur Stevenson.
What do you think, Doug?
They're both boxers. I look at Stevenson as a versatile technician. I look at Teofimo. He's a boxer puncher, but his specialty is his counter punching. Listen, if Stevenson wants to be on his stick and move game, very difficult style matchup for Teofimo, and maybe not that entertaining to the fans.
Because Stevenson's longer.
Exactly.
Stevenson's defense probably the best in the game, and he's longer.
Great reflexes and timing, and so does Teo. That's why he's a great counter puncher. But Teo's, he's a very special athlete, and as a competitor, he is one of those guys who saves his A game for a fellow elite opponent. That's when he really rises his game and shows us the Teofimo Lopez that everybody thought he was when he was a...
Shakur Stevenson, the undefeated WBC lightweight title holder, is best known for his exceptional defensive skills. His mastery of footwork, angles, and range control makes him extremely hard to land clean shots on. While this approach draws admiration for its technical excellence, it has also sparked criticism for lacking non-stop action throughout a fight.
35 contemporaries have a lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, well, of course, he's now at 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at... He didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30, or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you... All that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit.
Teofimo Lopez, by contrast, is recognized for his explosiveness, strength, and attacking mindset. A former unified lightweight champion and the current WBO title holder at super lightweight, Lopez thrives on pressing the action and delivering fight-changing shots.
We haven't seen him around 140. We have seen Teofimo do good at 140, so it's a tricky one. I think it's a 50-50 chess game inside that ring.
If you had to give somebody 51, the other guy 49, like the smallest edge.
You're gonna put him in the spot, but only because I fought him before. I'll give him that 1% Shakur because I've fought him. I've never stepped in the ring with Teofimo. I've seen him fight, and I've seen him personally spar, and I've seen him. He's an amazing fighter, but I will only give him that one Shakur because I've stepped in the ring.
Facing a fighter like Stevenson, who depends on constant movement, Lopez believes that applying pressure and throwing combinations can break the southpaw's timing and flow.
One, in boxing, so to speak, he's coming for my crown at the, super lightweight division. And honestly, nevertheless, it's all about the fans.
Who has a better resume between you two guys, do you think?
Man, I'll tell you again, honestly, it doesn't matter until we hang up the gloves. I think that we still have such a long, depending how well we do with our health, we got a long career ahead of us, man. So this is just something for everybody for 2026. We started off with a bang, and we.
Meanwhile, Tim Bradley points out that Shakur can still press the action, using his jab and feints to keep Teofimo off balance and dictate the tempo without having to flee or constantly back away.
Ain't got to really move. Yeah, it sounds crazy. Shakur can actually walk to Teo. Yeah, he can walk to Teo. Yeah. Long as he walk behind with the jab, long as he walk behind with feints, because feints throw off Teo. Jabs throw off Teo as well. He's a counterpuncher. Yeah, he's a counterpuncher. So if you can keep him off balance and keep him guessing, keeping that jab in his face, and you force him back, yeah, he moves his feet, but he makes a lot of mistakes. Gets himself out of position a lot of times. He's out of position a lot of the times, man. Brings those feet together at times. Oh, yeah. When he moves side to side, same thing. He responsibly defensively, nah. When he disengages, defense is whack. Trash. Yeah. When he resets, a lot of time he comes in the range, he's standing straight up. Come on, man. Shakur can take advantage of Teo not being that great on the inside, not being that great at mid.
He notes that Teofimo frequently loses his positioning and struggles with clean resets, which could allow Shakur to hold his ground, anticipate shots, and rely on his boxing intelligence rather than nonstop movement.
Got to run from Teo? Nah, he can stand right in front of Teo. He could, yeah, and see all them shots coming, for sure. You already know the punch selection that he gonna use. The punch selection gonna be he gonna try to use his jab at a rapid pace. Of course, he gonna try to out jab Shakur. Of course, flicking it out there, flicking his jab out there, man, trying to get some sort of response, or flicking it out there, trying to just close the gap on Shakur, and he gonna throw the right hand downstairs. Yeah, that's what he gonna do. He gonna be looking for that right hand, then he gonna try to sneak him up top. Yeah. It's plain and simple. Sneak him up top. That's it. But if Shakur can stand his ground, if Shakur can evade and get right back in his space, right back in his face, man, evade and get right back in his face, right? When he's not set or ready to punch, when them feet are spread apart, Shakur can walk to him. Shakur can walk to him.
Lopez insists he's training to put Shakur Stevenson to sleep and prove himself, especially since he hasn't scored a big knockout in some time. He's focused on landing that decisive blow rather than just outboxing him.
I would consider you, out of you and Shakur, I would consider you the more explosive, possibly the more speed concerning like getting to the target quicker. But I haven't seen you really get the type of knockouts that made the fans appeal to the whole package and the whole system of you. Are you training?
You mean at 140 pounds compared to 135? Yeah,
yes, in comparison. Yeah. Are you training for a knockout? Are you training to do something to not just beat Shakur, but to beat him in grand fashion? When I say grand fashion, I mean going for the knockout.
Well, I think that the whole thing is the Bible of boxing really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there, setting that tone. I think that I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is his first time moving up to 140. A lot of these guys can say a lot of things about me not knocking them out or whatnot, but they don't come and try to fight me after they feel this power. So it's for a reason. It carries. It does carry. I mean, I had a good showing with Arnold Barboza. He was number one, my mandatory, and he was too hesitant trying to commit to punches. So I think that it's just something that's going to be a rude awakening for Shakur.
Hey, Doug, you hear that? He said the Bible of boxing. What else is called the Bible of boxing? Ring Magazine. And he's a two-division Ring Magazine champ.
Great ambassador for those championship belts as well.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm very big on those things. You know, I claimed 2 weight divisions, 2 Ring Magazine belts just at 25, you know, and I'm 28 now. I've been defending my belts now. I feel great, you know, and then most importantly, you know, this will be my 4th title defense with the Ring and the WBO junior welterweight world division.
Stevenson has spoken about targeting Lopez's vulnerabilities and entering the matchup with more than just mobility, trusting in his complete skill set. He feels that with the right execution, he can uncover gaps in Lopez's game.
I'm like locked in and I'm focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. Nothing else matters around me. That 4-weight world champion, it means everything to me. That's me separating myself. A lot of these guys that they claim is the guys nowadays, none of them can say that they are a 4-weight world champion. He got a lot of weaknesses though. He's a very good fighter, but I do see a lot of weaknesses. He's not going to correct them overnight. It's going to be the same Teo that we done seen 1,000 times before. He's going to come out there trying to perform highly, and I'm going to take advantage of it. But as far as the weaknesses, I'm going to keep them to myself.
Lopez, however, has responded with bold talk meant to challenge Stevenson's image. He has labeled Stevenson overrated and promised to demonstrate that his defense can be broken down, creating a rough, messy fight and dragging Stevenson into uneasy exchanges has been central to Lopez's public stance.
Stablemates, me and Shakur, top rank. He talks about this and that and about, I was jealous of him. No, I'm not. You were a 2016 USA silver medalist. You're going to get your signing bonus and all that extra stuff. Thing was, they were trying to secure him in a different route because they had put a lot of money in him. Me, I think I was just supposed to be an opponent.
Lopez has also implied that Stevenson is reluctant to take punches and must confront that hesitation to secure a victory. Such remarks set up a narrative in which Lopez aims to draw Stevenson into a more aggressive battle, a clash of styles that could ultimately decide whether movement or pressure prevails.
It's limitless though, you know, so then again, it's like I could always succeed to another level with it, you know, and exceed to it. So it's really just trying to just keep it going, you know, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You know, you gotta have fun with what you do. You know, I love this. You know, I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. You know, this has been 20 years in the making, 20 years in this, you know, and I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready, you know, and emotionally, I'm on fire, you know, I'm on fire with it, you know, because all I ever did was try to be great, you know, and it's no longer trying. I am great. And it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we get because tomorrow's never.
Shakur's left hook and Philly shell defense are central to his plan against Teofimo. The Philly shell shields his head while keeping him within striking range to counter effectively, allowing him to absorb or deflect punches without panic or retreat. By remaining calm in this stance, Shakur can wait for openings, making his counters more precise. His left hook becomes particularly threatening when Teofimo is off balance, exploiting times when he overcommits or mispositions. Paired with feints and intelligent footwork, these techniques enable Shakur to control the tempo, manage distance, and turn defensive moments into offensive opportunities, increasing his chances of landing decisive, fight-altering shots.
Shakur going to that damn Mayweather defense, Philly shell, that left hook is coming. He gonna be looking for that mug all night long. That left hook, left hook, left hook. But just keep Teofimo off balance. That's all he gotta do is keep him off balance, man. Throwing them feints, fighting him off that jab, bro, it's gonna break his rhythm up, boy. He gonna struggle. He gonna have a hard time. But, you know, Kambosos didn't rush in at him. Kambosos stayed underneath himself, stayed right there in front of him. That was it. Held his ground. That was it. Anytime Lopez would do something, Kambosos come right back with counters. Yeah, but he stayed close enough to get Lopez to react. And a lot of times Lopez fought angry that fight, so he left himself wide the hell open.
Ryan Garcia says he'd back Shakur Stevenson, but admits he wouldn't be shocked if Teofimo Lopez managed an upset. He told reporters that while Lopez may face challenges against Stevenson's slick defense, there's a chance he's being slightly underestimated. If Lopez adapts and applies his power and pressure effectively, he could catch everyone off guard. Garcia's view shows respect for both fighters, recognizing Stevenson's boxing intelligence while acknowledging the danger Lopez poses when executing his offense properly.
I'd be surprised if Teofimo surprises us all, for sure. Yeah. I think I'm underestimating Teofimo a little bit, but I don't think he can make the necessary adjustments to his own style to combat what Shakur does best. But he could definitely prove me wrong, for sure. And I won't be surprised.
Okay. Guess obviously if you win this fight, you're going straight to the Haney rematch, right?
And there's a bunch of options on the door. You got Conor Ben. I know they made that as a mandatory, so we could explore that option. There's so many different options, but we're ready for it all.
Lamont Roach Jr. doesn't foresee Teofimo Lopez defeating Shakur Stevenson. He has picked Stevenson to win their upcoming super lightweight clash, citing Shakur's high boxing IQ and slick style as factors that will likely frustrate Lopez and secure the win. Roach noted that Lopez often struggles against technical fighters and believes Stevenson's movement and game plan are sufficient to outpoint him rather than succumb to his power. His prediction highlights respect for Stevenson's ring management and confidence that his style effectively counters Lopez's aggression. While Lopez brings strength and forward pressure, Roach still favors Stevenson's tactical advantage in this key matchup.
Who wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight?
I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. His IQ will frustrate him.
Don't you think Teo has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think so, but when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like he almost lost to Sandor Martin. Some people thought he lost to Sandor Martin.
He did beat Loma, who's arguably at the time considered one of the best in the world.
Did, and that one of a performance too. So yeah, I mean, I think he's hit or miss. You got to think he got stuff. He a little cuckoo too. Like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while. Look at the Kambosos fight. Like that's a fight that people would never expect Kambosos to win, and he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just, I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like, cause it's going to be just a skill match. I don't think he's going to try to rough Shakur off, and it's probably not.
Shakur Stevenson intends to approach the fight with control, patience, and smart strategy, aiming to slow the tempo and make Teofimo Lopez operate on his terms. His focus is on managing distance, timing, and rhythm, turning each exchange into a subtle assertion of dominance in the ring. By staying disciplined, composed, and defensively sharp, Stevenson plans to mentally wear Lopez down before breaking him physically. He believes that as clean openings become harder to find, frustration will build, leading to mistakes he can exploit. Once he gains that mental advantage, Stevenson expects to take command of the fight, using his precision, timing, and boxing intelligence to dictate the outcome from start to finish.
Demolishment. He's gonna demolish. The guy's way too slow, sports too sharp, too fast, too strong.
Stevenson has carefully crafted his game plan for taking on Teofimo Lopez, focusing on control both physically and mentally. His approach centers on disrupting Lopez's rhythm and frustrating him with sharp footwork, constant feints, and precise counters to keep Teofimo unsteady. Instead of simply backing up, Stevenson aims to make Lopez miss consistently, overextend, and lose confidence over the course of the fight. By controlling space and tempo, he seeks to dictate the pace, provoke mistakes, and convert pressure into opportunity, winning rounds through deliberate and calculated precision.
You're specifically working on for this camp compared to the other camps you've done?
I think right now we're just trying to stay mentally sharp. I don't want to go in there and try to make it a firefight. I just want to box him and pick his brain and beat him up, make him want to quit. Mentally break somebody down, it's like, I'm hitting you and you can't get anything back. You know, that's like frustrating for certain people. After a while, you know, people start to like quit.
As fight night nears, experts remain split on the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson matchup. But one thing is clear. This is a battle of contrasting styles with very different routes to victory. Stevenson enters as the favorite, expected to rely on superior distance management, sharp timing, and movement to outbox Lopez over 12 rounds, a tactical approach some fans dismiss as overly cautious. Many analysts believe Stevenson's style will frustrate Lopez and earn him a decision win, though debate continues over how exciting it will be. Lopez, meanwhile, is focused on landing decisive punches, aiming to silence critics, and achieve the kind of knockout that has eluded him lately. Ultimately, the outcome may hinge on whether Lopez's power can unsettle Stevenson's rhythm, or if Stevenson's precision and boxing intelligence will dominate.